Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we are looking at something kind of different.
Okay.
This article we found really goes after this guy Matt Walsh.
Oh yeah, I know that name.
Yeah, he's a commentator, and he got some attention recently for some stuff he said. Basically calling people who are left-handed freaks.
Oh, wow.
And he even said that they can't be trusted.
Seriously? I mean, just out of curiosity, are you right-handed?
Yeah, I am.
And you trust me, right?
Of course. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Right.
It sounds like this article is going to be pretty interesting, though.
Yeah, count me in.
Okay, so let's get into it.
Sounds good.
The author starts off with some pretty strong language right away.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, right away.
Yeah.
They call Walsh shockingly ignorant.
Right.
That's a pretty bold statement.
Yeah, you don't see that every day in writing.
And they even use the word demonize.
Yeah, demonize is pretty strong.
What do you think about the author using such loaded language?
Well, I think it depends on your perspective, right? Some people might read that and think, whoa, this author is really overreacting.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I think it's strategic, you know? They're making it crystal clear that they think Walsh's comments are really dangerous.
Interesting.
And the author doesn't just start at name-calling. They go on to present actual facts and evidence to support their argument.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like one thing they mention is that left-handedness is totally natural.
Right.
It's found in something like 10% of the population.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
It's not like people choose to be left-handed or anything.
And definitely not something that makes you a bad person.
Exactly. It's got nothing to do with character.
Speaking of how people view left-handedness, the author brings up some of the historical context.
Right.
You know, like back in the day, people used to think all kinds of crazy things about left-handed people.
Oh, yeah, total superstition, right? Like it was somehow bad luck or evil or something.
It's crazy to think about that now.
Yeah, and I think the author is drawing a parallel there, you know, between all those ridiculous beliefs from the past and what Walsh is saying today.
Oh, I see.
It's like they're saying, hey, we've been down this road before and it doesn't lead anywhere good.
Yeah, good point. The core of the author's argument, though, is really about what makes someone trustworthy.
Totally. And they hit on a really key point. Being trustworthy is about actions and your integrity.
Right.
Not which hand you prefer.
Makes sense.
And they back this up with a really smart statistic.
I'm listening.
Well, they say that statistically speaking,
Okay.
since most people are right-handed,
Yeah?
most untrustworthy people are also right-handed.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Right. It completely blows Walsh's argument out of the water.
Plus, I mean, think about all the amazing left-handed people throughout history.
Oh, for sure.
The author mentions Leonardo da Vinci,
Oh, yeah, a genius.
Barack Obama.
Yep, another great example.
I mean, do you have any favorites who come to mind?
Let's see. Well, there's Oprah
Oh, yeah, how can I forget Oprah?
and Jimi Hendrix.
Right, such a legend.
Exactly. It shows that being left-handed has absolutely nothing to do with your potential.
You can achieve anything.
For sure.
It's really just about who you are as a person.
Absolutely. And I think that connects to a bigger point that the author brings up later on about this idea of like othering.
Yeah.
They use the phrase culture of division and othering.
Which is an interesting point to bring up here.
It is, and I think they're saying that focusing on things as small as which hand you use can actually be harmful.
Right.
It creates unnecessary divisions and can even contribute to larger problems in society.
And I think that makes a lot of sense.
It does. It's like if we start judging people based on things they can't control, where does it end?
Good question.
It could lead to some pretty dark places, I think.
You're probably right.
The author finishes the article with a call to action.
What do they say?
They're basically asking people to challenge these types of harmful ideas.
I like that.
And to really try to engage with diverse perspectives.
Yeah, makes sense.
They really seem to believe that the best way to combat this kind of prejudice is through education and open-mindedness.
So what are we left with after all this?
Yeah.
I think the main takeaway here is that judging someone based on whether they are left or right-handed is absolutely baseless.
Totally.
And it could even be dangerous.
Absolutely. It is. It's like judging someone based on their eye color or
their height.
Exactly. It's just another way of dividing people for no good reason.
Which is a great point to end on, I think.
It is. It really makes you think about all the other biases we might have without even realizing it.
Right. Like we're all guilty of it to some extent, I think.
Probably. What are some other seemingly small things that we judge people on without even thinking about it?
Yeah, that's something worth considering. That's all the time we have for today's deep dive, but that is definitely something for everyone to think about.
Definitely.
Until next time, thanks for listening.
See ya!